Now, out of all the nuts, walnuts have something called ALA. That stands for alpha-linolenic acid, which is a precursor to EPA and DHA, which are the omega-3 fatty acids. But ALA itself has some unique benefits. For your skin, it can actually help prevent scaly skin, dermatitis, hyperpigmentation of the skin, where you have dark blotches through the skin. It's also been known to prevent skin atrophy. And of course, if it converts to the more powerful forms of omega-3, it can help a lot of things like your heart, inflammation, brain health, and the list goes on and on and on. But you have to realize that only a percentage of ALA converts to EPA and DHA. So to convert to EPA, it's roughly about between 10 to 21%. And then converting to DHA, we're only getting between 5 to 9%. Also, there's some interesting studies that show benefits for your cardiovascular system. Yeah, 7 out of 8 of the studies showed benefits to the endothelial wall of the inside of your arteries. Now, realize these studies were not on a lot of people. So, it's a correlation, but it's not proof that it can actually help your heart. Also, it was shown that there was a shift from small particle size LDL to large particle size LDL. And walnuts have folate, vitamin E, polyphenols, and they're low in lysine and high in arginine. Now, arginine can help increase growth hormone. It can help rid excess ammonia. So it's involved in the urea cycle. Also, arginine can increase nitric oxide, which is good for blood pressure and cardiovascular health. Here's the problem with walnuts. Most people eat them raw, and they have phytates, sometimes even more than grains, and they have enzyme inhibitors, so they can create bloating. However, the solution is to germinate the walnuts. So you'd soak them in water between 24 and 48 hours, and that will remove the phytates as well as the enzyme inhibitors. Of course, you're going to have to dry them out in the oven under low heats or a dehydrator. But the problem with phytates is that phytates block certain minerals like zinc, iron, magnesium. So our bodies can tolerate a certain amount of phytates, but if we're consuming too much, that can create a problem with the mineral absorption as well as our digestion itself. Now, as far as the enzyme inhibitors, it can inhibit pepsin, which is involved in protein digestion in your stomach. It can also inhibit amylase, which has to do with carbohydrate metabolism, as well as inhibiting trypsin in your small intestine. And this is why if you eat too many nuts, you're going to feel kind of bloated and you might have constipation. However, if you germinate the nuts, you'll have much less problem. Now, recently I've been consuming these right here, sprouted organic walnuts. And it's a really good brand, but I consume these after a meal and they're quite delicious and they don't create the bloating that normal walnuts can create. But apparently they germinate these for about 48 hours. And I'll put a link down below because when I find a good quality product that people work hard at creating, I promote it. Now, one little point, I would only recommend the plain, not the other ones, because the other ones have, I think, some honey, which I don't recommend. Now, if you haven't seen my other video I did on pistachios, let me put that up right here. Check it out.